Why do people make themselves fail? When people get into a profession or an industry or just something new, they are always so scared of failing. And so, one of two things can happen. One, they don't take any risks, they play it safe, they don't give it 100%, so they fail. Or they're so scared of failing that they just give up, sometimes before they even start. And really, the only way to fail is to give up, because failing isn't only getting a couple likes on that art piece you posted or not getting a lot of streams on your new song. Failing is when you consider the downside of trying something new, right? When you start to consider the downsides of trying something new, trying feels way scarier than it actually is. They think about the disappointment, the judgment, the embarrassment of trying, because nowadays trying is labeled as performative. It's not cool to try something new anymore. It's always you're trying too hard. Why do you care so much? And everyone is just so nonchalant. So the weight of everything, all the feelings that come with trying something new in today's society just makes people give up on what they love. And it's sad because the only thing that should truly matter and take up your time are the things that you love: your family, your passion, your favorite book, your favorite movie. These are the things that matter, not what society thinks or says. Just you and the things you love matter the most. And the scary part is most people don't even realize when it's happening. They think they're just taking a break or waiting for the right moment, but really they're slowly distancing themselves from the thing that once made them feel alive. Days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into years, and eventually the fear just fades, but so does the passion. People start to forget why they cared in the first place. They tell themselves it wasn't important or that it was just a phase, but deep down it still shows up in the quiet moments and the jealousy they feel when they see someone else doing what they wanted to do, and the empty feeling that comes from knowing they never really gave it a chance. And it's not because they weren't capable. Most people have way more potential than they give themselves credit for. It's just easier to live with the idea of maybe I could have, rather than taking the risk and finding out if you could have. Because trying means facing the possibility that it won't work, and that hurts. But never trying at all hurts in such a different way. It stays. That's why so many people walk around feeling unfulfilled. Even when their life looks fine from the outside, they did what was safe, what made sense at the time, what was acceptable, but they left parts of themselves behind to get there. And trying isn't supposed to feel heavy, it's supposed to feel honest. It's how you figure out who you are and what you care about. Even if it doesn't lead to success in the way you imagine, it still leads to growth. It still leads to somewhere real. So, if something keeps pulling at you, if there's something you can't stop thinking about, that's not random. That's you. And ignoring it won't make it go away. It'll just make you feel further from who you are. And at the end of the day, nobody else has to live your life but you. Nobody else feels your regret or your curiosity, your love for the things that matter to you. And one day, when all the noise quiets down, the only question that'll matter is whether you showed up for the things you cared about, or whether you let fear decide for you. Because trying might be uncomfortable for a moment, but Giving up costs you way more than you realize. Trying might bruise your ego, but giving up slowly erases who you could have been. So just try. Make a fool of yourself and do what matters to you because that's the only way you'll ever be at peace with who you are.